In this part, I want to introduce to you a number of shortcuts and multi-line. Let's see what they are. These shortcuts are a series of keys on the keyboard which you can press, and using them you can perform a series of actions. The first one is the combination of Alt, Shift and downward arrow key. Let's see what will happen. If I select this using my mouse and then press Alt, Shift and downward arrow key, as you can see, it will make a copy of this line for me. Each time I press the downward arrow key, it will make a new copy for me. I'm holding down the Alt and the Shift button, and then I press the downward arrow key. After that, it will make a copy for me. This here, for example, if I select it and hold down Alt and Shift, when I press the downward arrow key, each time I press it, it will make a new copy for me. This is very important. For example, for the time when you want to, suppose you want to make a copy of this part as a whole, Alt, Shift, and downward arrow key, and this will do that for us. And that's it. There is another useful shortcut, which is the formatter shortcut in VS Code. Suppose that for these lines here, I here press tab and they move to the right, and I move these to the left. It becomes a mess. Let's move the body to the right. Now the indents are all messed up. Especially when you copy and paste, these indents will be messed up. In order to rearrange them, what should we do? Hold down Alt and Shift and then press F. The F key, as you can see, will format these lines again. Using the VS Code formatter, we can fix the indents of our codes. So if you copy paste something and its formats gets messed up, using Alt, Shift and the F key, you can rearrange that document and fix its indents. The next shortcut is Ctrl and D. Let's assume we want to select every info there is. I will hold down the Ctrl key and press D. See, the next info will be selected. I'll press it again and again, the next info will be selected. I'm holding the Ctrl key down and I will repeat this several times until all infos are selected. This is also the same as the multi-line concept. Therefore, using Ctrl and D buttons, we could select similar expressions. I can delete this here and write something else. For example, data. This is multi-line in all of the lines. See, several lines are there and we are typing in all of them at the same time. This is important. I mean writing in several lines at the same time. Suppose that we want to type all of these H1 tags. Now, we can do it in another way and not use Ctrl and D. Hold down Alt and click. Now I am holding down Alt and I'm clicking. I'm clicking here and wherever I want. It will determine some places where I can type. See, now I type info as shown here. I am typing in multiple lines using multi-line. This is writing using multi-line. So if you wanted to select more than one line, what would you do? Using Ctrl and Z, I'll undo this. Hold down Alt first, then click. Use Alt and click where you want. Besides Alt and click, there is another way, which is by holding the middle button on your mouse. Hold the middle button down, which I am doing now, and move the mouse downward or upward. See, it will select them, all of them. We can type in all of them at the same time. For example, info. So using either Alt and click or by holding the middle button on your mouse down and moving the mouse upward or downward, we can edit more than one area at the same time, and that's how we use multi-line. There is another shortcut. For example, I will type Cheetah Academy here. Suppose I want to delete this. If I want to delete this, delete it letter by letter, it will be like this, right? What if I wanted to delete it word by word? I'll hold down the Control key and then I'll press the backspace key. With each one, a word will be completely deleted. For example, here I'll hold the Control key down, then I'll press backspace and the word will be deleted. This is also another useful shortcut which comes in handy and most of the editors support it. The last shortcut is related to Google Chrome. In Live Server, let's go there, see, I can right-click and select Inspect. It will be displayed for me. But there is a simpler way to do this. Press the F12 key on your keyboard and it will open Inspect. These shortcuts will increase your speed while working and therefore the speed by which you code. There are other shortcuts, but these are the ones I mostly use and I thought they'd be useful for you too.